So I don't live in Texas, and I don't really listen to metal music. So I was a little confused when my entire Twitter feed was filled with beef between two Texas hardcore bands. Is this the most jobless thing I can do about it? Yes. I'm a creative writing major. I'm gonna be jobless until I'm dead. I'm doing this so it can go in my pop journalism portfolio when I give up on life and cave in and finally decide to work for whatever replaces BuzzFeed. So I listened to this song that this dude posted. It's pretty bad. And I was intrigued when I learned that this band filed a cease and desist against this band. And everyone was saying it was because Sanity Slip said Fixed Altitude sounded like shit. And I went and listened to Sanity Slip, and it made sense because Sanity Slip sounds good and Fixed Altitude doesn't. And yeah, the narrative that these guys are stuck-ups who filed a cease and desist against a band for being better than them, it worked. It was a narrative that certainly did its job. For a little context, I'm not going to be playing any Fixed Altitude clips or any of their song during this video, because I would get a copyright strike faster than the video could upload. So I'm going to describe it for you. Imagine if a bunch of 8th graders started a nu metal band. This shit makes Fred Durst seem less disgusting, which is really hard to do. You remember that friend you had sophomore year of high school? He smoked weed one time, and he listened to 17 by X, and he suddenly was like, I'm gonna make it in the rap game, guys. Yeah, that's how it sounds. Following on the Twitter just making shit up part, they also just randomly decided that the lead singer of Sanity Slip, Sari, was dead. Just like the previous rumor, I have no clue where that came from, and because it's just not true, I didn't bother looking into it. Next, some motherfucker just made a Sanity Slip t-shirt in the Fixed Altitude style. They have no association with the band, and you can't buy it. The site is fake. It was just some freak who probably wears graphic design as my passion sweaters. Another guy, Dan Frampton, made a video where he just kind of ran with whatever Twitter said, including saying that Sanity Slip made the t-shirt, which is just patently false. This was also where I got clarification that Sanity Slip didn't have a cease and desist filed against them because they said Fixed Altitude sounded like shit. This time, it was because the lead singer of Fixed Altitude, Marco, has allegations against him, and Sari posted a comment about it on one of their posts. On top of a tweet about how people didn't like Marco because of reasons other than his band sucking, you start to notice something feels off here. So I just straight up asked, hey, what's the deal here? I'll make an actual researched video on this. And the Sanity Slip Twitter account, I believe run by Sari, said that they made a comment about allegations, got a cease and desist, and then realized that the people running the studio / label is the drummer of Fixed Altitude's family. So I went and verified that, yes, Studio 801 lists Blake in the family-owned and operated section, and Blake lists himself as the drummer for Fixed Altitude. I reached out to Fixed Altitude and Studio 801 with a request for comment, and as of the time of recording, I have gotten no reply. None of the band members with public accounts, nor the band account themselves, have made any posts, although Studio 801 has. I assume the lack of posts comes from the sudden realization that they're cooked, and any publicly facing music career that they ever could have had is dead in the water now, because they're getting clowned on so hard. Will they become lol cows? I don't know. If they keep making music, almost certainly yes. Then, I started poking around to find out what these allegations were exactly. There's allegedly a video of him saying the N-word somewhere, and it got him kicked out of his first band. I didn't find it. All I have are these two people corroborating that story. That's kind of on the back burner, though, because Sari said that the allegations are that he's a pedophile. Now, I would like to note, this is not Sari directly stating that he is a pedophile. This is a question asking what allegations could be worse than him saying the N-word, and this is a, albeit crude, response saying, well, the allegation that he's a pedophile is worse than him saying the N-word. Context is important there. Now, following that up, someone posted a screenshot of him acknowledging, not admitting, but at least acknowledging that these allegations exist. So we know that he knows they're out there. He says that they were proven to not be true, but it seems like all of the people around him didn't get that proof, and Sari said that there was never any proof. He just blocked them and stopped coming around. This is pretty fucking bad. Because if Marco is 28, a pedophilia allegation at the bare minimum is an 11-year age difference. And even if we were to assume that he got accused at, say, 25, that's an 8-year age difference. I know one person who is 8 or more years older than me, who is also in a local band. But I'm in college, so it's a lot more reasonable to assume that I would know someone pushing 30 than a high schooler. It just makes it really hard to push away these allegations to me, and while keeping in mind that these are allegations, and as far as I could find, there is no definitive proof that he is or isn't a pedophile, there is some proof of him defending some really, really bad shit in the same text conversation where he brought up his allegations. I think that in situations like this, especially when someone is sending a cease and desist through their label, we should look at people like Quite. They came back, beat the ever-loving shit out of their allegations with a mountain of evidence, and right afterwards still said, do not use this against future victims. Support them. That is all there is to it on this one, folks. And I would like to go back to the previous message of him saying that these allegations were proven to not be true. If that's the case, show us the proof. And I do mean that. Like, if you have proven that these are false allegations once, you can do it again. You have the ability to just prove it wrong then. So if you can post the proof, just do it. Just post the proof. Put the whole thing to bed all at once and just post the proof. There is no allegation if there is hard evidence. The second hard evidence is produced, the allegation is gone. There's only the evidence. So just post the proof. If you want to clear your name, no, you're not going to beat the my band is dog shit allegations, but you can beat the I'm a terrible person and a pedophile allegations if you just post the proof. Anyways, that's how me seeing a funny tweet about a shitty band devolved into me making a video about pedophilia allegations. Put the fucking GIF back on screen. I'm gonna say that counts. However many times that GIF makes it into editing in this video is the amount of drinks I owe Sari.